Hello everyone, and now welcome to a game between TBCBM, who has spawned as the blue undead player on the bottom left hand side of the map. This is going to be Amazonia. Meanwhile, over here on the top right, we have, I believe his name is Chicken Little. I'll just have to double check that. There is no other English name for him. But yeah, yeah, whatever. Anyways, let's go ahead and break things down. This is an undead versus undead matchup. Games that I don't get to cast particularly often, and I am looking forward to these games. Once again, there are no observers on this map. At TBCBM versus Chicken Little, I'll have to double check. I don't know if it's like the Cantonese pronunciation. I believe this is simplified Chinese. It doesn't look nearly as complicated, and it's a dash underneath as opposed to like the 4 strokes. Yeah, that's the extent of my Chinese right there. Anyways, let's go ahead and break things down. We are opening up with an Altar of Darkness. There is the Crypt, and we are going to see a Tomb of Relics coming in from the red undead. Over here on the bottom left-hand side of the map, it is pretty much the same exact build order. It is going to be Lich. Lich with ghouls going up against, is it Lich with ghouls? No, Death Knight with ghouls. Alright, always looking forward to a matchup where you can get Lich first. It adds a little bit of freshness to the overall strategy, and we'll see if TBCBM transitions very well here. For all of you guys who are noticing, I am not streaming on Twitch right now. That will be tomorrow, Tuesday, February 6th. Around 3:45 is the time when I normally start streaming. If you guys haven't checked out my stream, please definitely do so. It is a way that I can kind of offset what YouTube and all of the new policies are doing to me. Subscribe, give me shout outs, you can use cheers. All of those will go directly to supporting me, as well, I'm not hurting. But then again, yeah, actually, no, if you want to support me, thanks for the support. If you guys don't want to support me, just want to watch, definitely continue to do so, as I do, in fact, benefit just a little bit. All right, that Lich actually not close enough to getting damage there. Finally getting some damage across multiple units. You can see the lightning shield onto those rogues. And the downside of the Lich, though, is the fact that the Lich cannot actually heal these units. All right, both of those units now taken down. Gonna go ahead and back up, pick up a manual of health. Ghouls now making their way over. Skeletal Minion's gonna rejoin in on the fight as well, as the Death Knight now makes its way in. All right, Ghouls trying to run every which way. They're gonna head back on the Blight. A beautiful Frost Nova right there, making sure that those lower hit point units, well, those lower hit point units are actually slowed a bit. TBCBM losing some units there. As you can see, the Skeletal Minion is now joining on the fight. A big Frost Nova once more, as we could be looking at a Death Coil coming in at just the right moment there. All right, let's take a look at this. Acolyte taking a lot of damage. These ghouls are running around every which way. Lich currently low on mana, unable to do very much, as the Death Knight now putting in the pressure. Nerubian Tower not yet done. Lich now getting up to level 2. Does have one more Frost Nova here ready to go. More Acolytes are already being trained. Who is actually going to come out ahead? That is the big question, as a Nerubian Tower now comes across. Death Knight now getting slowed down as well. Lich could be going after those other units. No, unable to get that one there. As you can see, the Acolytes are just running for the hills. It looks as though, yes, another ghoul will get taken down. Death Knight sitting at level 1, not yet at level 2. Meanwhile, the Lich is sitting at level 2. He did have a little bit of an advantage there. Is the ghoul going to get taken out? Yes, it will. And the damage finally caught up. Here is the big question, though. When and who actually came out ahead? A number of Acolytes were taken down. Take a look at the total population, 22 to 20. Chicken Little with the 20 population. Meanwhile, TBCBM slightly ahead in the overall population count, except the fact that the Halls of the Dead is about 15 seconds difference between these two armies. All right, Lich finished off some more units there. You can take a look. The Lich is most likely going to try and get as much mana as possible. Picking up another Rod of Necromancy. No surprises there. Meanwhile, the Ghouls and the Skeletal Minions are going to make their way around and try to take down this Kobold Taskmaster creep camp. What that will open up is the Lich will be getting extremely close to level 3. And at level 3, that Frost Nova does become significantly more powerful. Also, you've noticed that the Lich does have Dark Ritual, and he is using Dark Ritual fairly effectively. Is he going to Frost Nova that? Yeah, Frost Nova picks up the Tome of Strength, now trying to get around, trying to get away, and it is now caught in a very, very, well, dangerous spot. Scroll of Town Portal could be used. Is he going to try and Frost Nova there? No. Trying to fight its way out. There's a big Frost Nova going back the other way. Is it going to Scroll of Town Portal in time? Yes, it will. And TBCBM saving the Scroll of Town Portal by focusing down a level 1 Death Knight. This is still playing on a very, very fine razor edge. And it could have gone either way right there. As you can see, the skeletal minions are now looking to finish off the Forest Troll Berserkers. Undead, you are going to be looking at a slaughterhouse, and you need to get that extremely quickly. As that Lich, I believe that there was a Tome of Strength being picked up somewhere, and that might actually be the major difference. A Tome of Strength being the split difference right there, as a Lich down to 75 hit points needs to, well, get back on Blight and stay there for quite some time. We are going to be looking perhaps at a Death Knight as the second hero. Death Knight being able to Death Coil and heal that Lich 200 hit points very, very quickly. That is going to be important there. Meanwhile, what did the Lich sell something? Yes, got 50 extra gold, sold some items, trying to get maxed out on mana once more, as we're going to be looking at some skeletal minions making their way inside this base. Skeletal minions not going to get very far though. As you can take a look, those Nerubian towers are going to end up getting taken, or finishing the killing blows. Lich still very, very close here. Are we going to get a Death Knight? Yes, we are, as the Lich is now going to venture forth, not going after the Murloc Tide Runners though. Meanwhile, back off to the north, you finally see level 2 on the Death Knight. Some Crypt Fiends are added, and we are transitioning nicely into the middle portion of this game. Lich also being added as well, and what is, well, extremely dangerous in this matchup is the fact that the Lich Frost Novas are instantaneous spells. If his opponent's Frost Nova lands on the Lich, there isn't enough time to say, you know what, I need to use that potion of healing. There, finally uses that potion of healing, now heads back off to the north here. 2 Liches here ready to go, and is this Lich gonna spot anything? Alright, here you go, getting slowed there. Is that Lich gonna go after some of these units? Second one is being slowed as well. There's a Frost Nova onto a unit. That Lich, or that Acolyte, needs to get away. TBCBM, perhaps a bit greedy, needs to get away. Scroll of Town Portal being used, as some skeletal minions have put pressure down, but those Acolytes will be able to, well, run away very easily, as the Lich has supported from the other end. Death Coil, Death Knight, Death Coiling, healing up that Lich back up to, well, nearly full hit points. Death Knight now needs to do a lot of creeping to get level 2 and get Unholy Aura. Does this Lich have perhaps a Staff of Teleportation? That is a big question there. As you can see, perhaps a Ghoul going to get Frost Nova down. Yes, there it goes again. Nicely done, as the units are just trying to run every which way. Alright, that front Lich right there. Extra damage. Is it going to get Frost Nova down? Nope, it is not. Trying to finish off some extra units. The Lich now backing off, and still fighting one-on-one against these ghouls, putting a little bit of harassment in, and the Lich with that Boots of Speed should be able to move around fairly efficiently. Meanwhile, the Death Knight should get very close to level 2, if not level 2 himself there, as the Lich is getting closer and closer to level 4. Alright, a little bit more experience needed. No Rod of Necromancy in order to get a little bit of extra experience right there. You could have just focused down this Forest Troll, get that last bit of experience that he needs. Nope, still not going to be quite enough, as the Lich is going to try to land a Frost Nova there. Has not done so as of yet. Alright, that illusion is just there to keep track of things and being able to finish it off. Alright, there's the Frost Nova, there's the kill there. Level 4 now on the Lich, getting the experience. And that was big once more. Replenishment potion on the Death Knight. As you can see, the Lich now just taking down skeletal minions with that a Dark Ritual, trying to max out on mana, sitting at 210 right now. And we should be looking at perhaps another Rod of Necromancy on that Lich here in just a moment. Death Knight sitting at level 2, could get very close to is going to be traveling to next, as the Rock Golem joins in on the fight. Lich is going to perhaps come over, steal a little bit of that experience. That is not something the Lich really wants to do right now, but adding in a little bit of extra help for that damage should go a long way in reducing the amount of damage that Death Knight and these ghouls are taking. Death Knight going to be sitting at level 2, almost getting to level 3 after this level. No, not even almost. 93 experience away from that next level, as the Death Knight and Lich going up against a Lich and a Death Knight. So far, in terms of army sizes and compositions, we are about the same. The main difference is going to be a level 4 Lich and a level 3 Death Knight compared to a level 4 Death Knight and a level 3 Lich. Potion of Invulnerability now going down as the units are all backing off here, trying to buy a little bit of time. You can see using a little bit of that range, the enforcers could actually start to back off here, and that's exactly what you want to see. The units retreating while taking damage. That's exactly what you want. As you see a Robe of Magi now being dropped, that should be given to the Lich, as the Lich is going to have plenty of mana, already up to 435. Alright, Death Knight also having Unholy Aura. You see Scroll of Healing being added in as the Destroyer is now taking up to the skies. Are we going to absorb some mana and head on out? There you're going straight after a Nerubian Tower first. Death Knight dealing a lot of damage here as the Destroyer tries to go after these units. Is the Acolytes going to make their way over? Frost Nova could go down and really just, well, end up dealing a tremendous amount of damage to all of these Acolytes here. All the units are now trying to back away. Lich is still hiding into that back corner, going after all of these units. Are we going to get a Death Coil to heal? No, we are not. Units are getting destroyed every which way, including the ghouls, as the Death Knight now going after some Crypt Fiends in the backfield. We do also have a Dreadlord added in for the trifecta hero coming in from Chicken Little, as the ghouls now trying to escape back out. Sleep onto the Death Knight. That Death Knight, well, breaks free once more. Lich does have a Scroll of Town Portal. Is he going to break out here in just a moment? Frost Nova perhaps could go down onto one of the other units, getting damage onto there, but no, it's not going to end up happening. Destroyer goes into the air. Death Knight, Destroyer up to 500 hit points as he does escape. Chicken Little sitting at 47 supply. Meanwhile, TBCBM sitting at 33. Not a good spot at all. That Sleep, we'll see what the real impact is going to be. Could we have a transition into Gargoyles for Vampiric Aura, and then Destroyers would not be nearly as strong? More Obsidian statues now being trained up back on the other side of the map. Level 4 on the Lich, level 3 on the Death Knight. Lich still continuing to top off as much mana as possible. Meanwhile, both sides are just trying to figure out, hey, where can we possibly go to get that next little bit of experience? They're trying to hide in every single corner, but TBCBM definitely with the smaller army at this point and stage in the game, he could be hurting, as we now see the Destroyers lying in wait, ready to go. Crypt Fiends, the Undead army, looking for the other Undead army as well. Destroyers, however, not very effective at trying to take out all of these units, as you're going to see another bum rush into the base here. Destroyer is going to be going after those ghouls, and that might actually be a very, very strong play once again, going after some of these units. There is only one Black Citadel, no Nerubian towers, as the units are all now in a mad run away again, attacking where your opponent is not. That is actually a very, very key critical strategy, as the Scroll of Town Portal now being used. Still no web, though, coming in from those Crypt Fiends. And I believe that was actually a very safe call. 350 gold to deal that amount of damage and to stop a current amount of mining. That is going to set things back once again. Death Knight sitting at level 3 does have Potion of Greater Mana, though, so should be able to get back up very quickly. Let's take a look at the Lich. Lich still sitting at level 4, getting very close to level 5. And a level 5 Frost Nova is extremely, extremely potent, as it can melt any of those ghouls early on, slow down Crypt Fiends, and, well, deal tremendous damage to opposing heroes as well. Dreadlord down to 560 hit points. You see some attacking and engaging going on right here. Boulder onto the Dreadlord. Dreadlord's going to have to take a Death Coil to heal back up, as we could have a potential Creepjack. Alright, what looked like an uphill battle for TBCBM now looks fairly even. If the Creepjack, he does not see the units in time to get the Creepjack off. What, Nightfall Vision or Nighttime Vision, the downfall there, not venturing forth just a little bit more, and that would have been a tremendous loss. As you can see, the Rock Golem is right there. All right, let's take a look. Is the Lich going to spot some units here? Oh, here we are. They are actually in a bad runs position. Are we going to see a Scroll of Town Portal purchase? No, we do not. Lich does not have one either, as the units are now heading back out. All right, here we go. There's a Frost Nova going straight after the Crypt Fiend, and we now see just all those units are completely webbed down. Another Crypt Fiend could get Frost Nova down. As you can see, all of that focus fire. One more shot should do it. As the, oh, beautiful Potion of Invulnerability used in time. The Death Knight needs to wake up. There's the Death Coil in time, as we're looking at the Dreadlord going to get taken out. Lich now sitting at level 5. Can it focus down enough of those units? As we can see that well, another Frost Nova goes down. Let's take a look. Potion of Invulnerability now onto the Death Knight. The Lich needs to get away. Down to 323 hit points. Units are now running back every which way. There goes another unit there, as the Death Knight, well, the Lich absorbing way too much damage, waiting for the Potion of Invulnerability. Is it going to come to an end? It does come to an end. Does he have a Potion of Healing? Scroll of Healing in time. Could try and Frost Nova. Gets over in time, as the Lich is in trouble. Is he going to be able to buy a Scroll of Town Portal? Trying to take down the Death Knight. Death Knight, Potion of Invulnerability, not in time there, as the units are now trying to run away once more. Death Coil saving. I don't even know how to cast that. That was so much back and forth, micro heavy battling at the very, very last moment. It could have gone either way. I have not seen two Undead players playing on such a razor edge moment. It could have gone either way. Potion of Invulnerabilities, missed attacks, Frost Novas, Scrolls of Healing, all of that positioning, a little bit of micro on either side, a little bit more could have tipped it in the other way. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.